Hi friends, welcome back to Nessa's Nook. So I'm going to make something today that I have never made before. I see a lot of this on the shorts and TikTok or whatever, and I've seen this actually in some YouTube videos, but I've never made it myself. But my husband says, oh, I said, well, what do you want for dinner? And you know, I really need to get back and put a meal plan up for the week or two and just get this pre-figured out, because I don't like this not knowing what we're going to have. I mean, we can switch days, and I just put a list up there. I don't put a day per se, but that way I know I need to have that certain things in the house for those meals for whatever I have planned. So what I'm going to do is, I don't use the frozen hash browns. I actually use the dehydrated ones. Now, these are not ones I've done myself. These actually came from Sam's Club, and like one of those big cardboard boxes that looks like a big cardboard thing of milk, like what you used to have at school. And it works out very well for me. I've been using those for years. And finally, my husband, one time, he was out here, he says, those were not frozen? I'm like, no. So obviously I fooled him, you know, and he thought he was eating frozen hash browns for years, and he had no clue. And I've been using it ever since, because to me, if you don't have to use up your valuable freezer space, why? You know what I'm saying? If you don't have to, I just don't. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in. I have I'll bring it down here. I have my instant hot water, the boiling hot water from the sink, all right? Now this takes about 10 minutes to go ahead and reconstitute. It's nothing fast like my freeze-dried meat is. And I'm going to go ahead and putting some of those in there, all right? And then I go ahead, and any water that's left, I don't ever measure that. I mean, I know according to the box you're supposed to measure. I just dump out water, which water is left. But I have the pan sitting over here on the stove, and I'm going to go ahead, and we do actually, you know, because we don't eat pork, so I'll be actually using the turkey sausage. And I have some green peppers and onion mix here, or pepper mix with onions. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more onion to that myself. And I'll be adding that. We'll be going ahead and cooking that, so I'll bring you over to the stove. Now, I have no clue what happened to my scissors again, so I'm going to have to open this stuff up with a knife. I used to have, like, I swear, 15 pairs of scissors here in my kitchen. I know that's excessive. I know that's not really the truth. I didn't really have 15 pair, but I've always had a lot. I'm going to go ahead and just throw in a few extra onions, because we like onions. And I'm not the biggest fan of sausage. Mark absolutely loves sausage. I could personally care if I never ate it again. It's just there. I think it's the sage in it, because that's one of the reasons why I don't care for the stovetop. It's the sage that's in there that I don't really care for. So I'll go ahead and dump this in here. The June just came up to pressure, and let me see if I can't break this down some with that nice little meat masher. And then I'll be able to use just a regular spatula after that. And then what's going to happen is, once I get this kind of like chopped up here, is I will be going ahead and getting the eggs out, getting that ready, get the cheese out, and all that stuff to go ahead and make this into the casserole. And I'm hoping this really tastes really good, because, you know, it's got some of the things. I mean, I'd rather have bacon, the turkey bacon, versus the sausage. But I think Mark will enjoy this, and we'll probably just go ahead and have just some toast or something with this. I would think. I don't know if anybody even eats anything with this other than the casserole. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go ahead and fry up. You're going to be hearing this in the background as I get the eggs around and everything. And that's probably going to be a little bit too much meat. I should have only probably put half of that in there, but Mark will probably, I hope. He's more of a meat eater than I am anyways, so I'll go ahead and get this all fried up. I'll get the eggs around. Meanwhile, the hash browns will come back from being dried, and we'll get this going here. Alright, the sausage and pepper mix is coming along, and onion mix is coming along really good. And I did drain off some of the, I don't know for sure if it's so much, if it was water. It looked more like water than grease to me. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and throw some pepper in here. Go ahead and throw some salt. And I have my garlic powder and my onion powder mixed together. I'm going to go ahead and throw some of this actually in the egg too, so everything has really a nice, good flavor. This is coming along really nicely. This is probably going to be another 4 or 5 minutes and the sausage should be done here. Now I'm going to go ahead and spray the pan. And anyone who has been watching me for any length of time knows that I do not like to use foil, alright? This does actually say, you know, cover this with foil, but this stainless steel pan I actually have some like cookie sheets like this, and I just put this on top, and I don't use foil that way. It works out very well for me. Now you can see there's just, I don't even think there's even nothing to drain, honestly. So I'm going to go ahead and spread out the potatoes here. Like I said, the meat's almost done. And I will go ahead and, yeah, that's all right. Go ahead and put the eggs in this bowl. Since it only just had the potatoes in it, it's not a big deal. I think the 6 will be enough for this with the amount of meat and stuff we have. Like I said, I mean, I could be wrong. I've never made this before. Wash my hands because I never like the feel of that eggs being on there. Go ahead and throw in some milk. And this would probably be what would be about a 1/4 cup. I'm going to go ahead and throw in the garlic and onion mix again. Go ahead and throw in the salt and pepper again. Go ahead and get a fork out. Get this kind of whisked together. I did find my scissors, by the way. I had them hid on the table. I can't remember what I was cutting last, but obviously I didn't put it back where it belonged when I was done because it was on my side of the table. I can't even blame Mark for that one. And get this all mixed up here. And one thing about doing the eggs with the milk, it automatically makes them a little bit fluffier. Let me stir this meat a little bit more here. I love that that meat's not sticking to my stainless steel pans. I've been trying not to use my non-stick pans as much as possible because I just don't think that's that healthy for you. And then once I open this up, this is how I usually buy my cheese. This at Gordon Food Services is like $15 for the 5 pounds. And then what's going to happen is I will have to go ahead and put these in my half-gallon jars when I'm done, and vacuum seal those so they actually stays a little bit fresher. So I'm going to give a couple of minutes more on this sausage, and we'll be right back. And one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of the cheese, not too much, but I'm going to put a little bit of the cheese down here on this bottom layer before this sausage. Because I'm going to be putting that lid on, some of that cheese could actually stick to this. So that should be good. Now, the sausage is done. Go ahead and get that turned off. I'll go ahead and place that all over the potatoes. Yes, I'm also not one of those people who grab spoonfuls. I just kind of like dump it and then fix it. So go ahead and get this kind of spread out. And the one woman that I was watching, because I watched a couple different ones to make sure that what I had in mind was something that it worked. So what she also did is when she got done, she kind of like pressed everything down so everything was wet with the eggs. So I'll go ahead and give that one more whisk and pour that all over the pan. And I don't think I have to worry about the cheese getting on the top of this. So I'm going to go ahead and squish all this down into the egg. And if you guys have ever made anything like this, let me know. I mean, did you do anything differently? I'm always all for your comments of what you like to do. I mean, if you thought this turned out, or you're like, what did you do, Nessa? I just don't understand why you did what you did. You know, all that. Be nice, kind of, you know, at least try to be nice. I mean, I've had some people attack me, not too many, but I've had a few people attack me, go, well, you do this and you do that. Well, last time I knew I wasn't a chef. This is just something, this is how most normal people probably cook. And I just honestly believe that if you have nothing good to say, scroll on with the video and just go about your day. I mean, the world is so mean as it is, and people just need to be a little bit nicer. I mean, not that you guys all that follow me are not nice, because you guys are all absolutely fabulous. I could not ask for any better subscribers. So just put a little bit of cheese on there like that. I'm going to go ahead and put this lid down on this. Go ahead and put that over in the June. I'm going to be cooking this for about a half an hour. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this lid off and then let that finish cooking by itself. And then we'll be back. Alright, so I did pull this out. This has been done, probably I think it's done here. So what I'm going to be doing is, yeah, that comes off there just fine. Now as you can see, some of that cheese and stuff did get on the lid. And scrape off what I can so I don't have all that go to waste. And then what I'm just going to do is put this just back in for a few more minutes so it can brown a little bit more. And I'll be right back. Alright friends, this is what this is looking like. And I just let that set in the oven just for a couple minutes. I think I'm going to take a quick bite because Mark's not home yet. They've been working his tail off this week. So I'm just going to grab a fork here. Just take a little bit of a bite. Nobody will care that the corner is missing, right? Get some with some peppers, not so much sausage. But it's really hot. You know, even with the sausage, which you know I'm not a fan, that is really tasty. I don't think I would have needed more than the 6 eggs or anything. And I'll find out if Mark thinks this is too meaty or not. But I think this is really, really good. I'm very impressed. What we'll be doing is, in a little bit here, I'll be making some toast. We'll show you this on the plates. And we'll get dinner done. Okay, there's no toast, or no, there's no bread. So I'm going to have to run up to the store to get some tonight after dinner. And then we'll just do that then at that point. But we'll go ahead and just eat this. I'll pick up the bread. And sorry about that, I can't show you. I made some softened butter. You'll see in another video there. That one is actually live today, where you'll see this one tomorrow. Well, I mean, it's going to be today when you see it, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so this should work out pretty good. Sorry I couldn't show you spreading the butter, but hopefully on another video here somewhat soon we can show you how well the butter worked out. And thank you very, very much for stopping by. I hope you have a very blessed and wonderful day.